Robert Scheinfeld here, and welcome to the fifth segment of what I'm calling the Myth-Busting series. An opportunity for you to pop myths, illusions, lies, and replace them with the truth with capital T's in terms of what's really going on as we go about trying to create what we really want in our lives. In this video segment, I want to talk about another popular self-help technique, just to use that label, called Affirmations. Affirmations is very popular. It is recommended and shared again in virtually every self-help system that's out there, particularly the mainstream ones. And here's pretty much how it goes. Once again, it starts out with you from here, from the limited perspective of your conscious awareness, choosing a target, choosing a goal, choosing something that you want to change or fix or improve in your life. It's starting out of judging what is as not being okay and wanting to change, fix, or improve it. So you start out with a target, and then you create a series of words in the present tense, and there's a whole bunch of formulas about how you need to construct these short sentences, so to speak. And then within the context of affirmations as a tool, what you do is repeat this present tense statement, so to speak, over and over and over and over and over again. And within the context of this particular tool, by simply doing that, repeating this statement, this sentence, so to speak, over and over and over that represents something that you really want to change, fix, or improve, as the technique goes, it will manifest by you simply repeating it over and over and over and over again. Now, this technique, like every technique that I've discussed in all of the other videos and will discuss in the videos that follow this one, there's all kinds of success stories. There's all kinds of testimonials and statements from people that says, yes, I used this and it worked. And that's true. There are times where affirmations are used and it appears to be very effective. And if you look closely, like all of the other self-help techniques I've been talking about in this myth-busting series, it fails more than it succeeds if you look closely. And like the other videos that I've talked about, law of attraction, visualization, goal setting and such, it presupposes that there is power and creative force, so to speak, here. And that what you decide you want is accurate and truthful and would really change or improve or fix your life or whatever it is, and that you have the power to create it here, and that there's power in the words, and there's power in this sentence, and there's power in you repeating it over and over and over again, except there isn't. One of the things that I've discovered, and one of the things that I'm one of the few people from my perspective out there talking about, is that the real power, the real creative force that shapes what happens in our lives day to day, every day, from the moment you're born to the moment you die, is not coming from here. It is not coming from the words that you compose here. It is not coming from the sentences and the affirmations that you repeat here and that come out of here or that you say to yourself in your imagination. The true creative force that is responsible for everything that's happening to us day to day is not here. It's behind the scenes in another aspect of your consciousness and in what I call the true creative process that this aspect of your consciousness uses to create everything that happens. The real power is here, not here. When it appears to be here, when it appears that affirmations, that following the formula, repeating the present tense statement that represents what you want, when it appears that the repetition of those affirmations appears to create a result, it's because you were participating in a story, for lack of a better term, created by this other aspect of your consciousness and manifested, so to speak, from the true creative process that made it look like there was cause and effect and power between what you were doing here, the words you were saying, the repetition of them, and the result. But there is no cause and effect relationship between the words and you repeating them over and over, affirming them over and over, and the result. There was a cause and effect relationship between this other aspect of your consciousness, the true creative process, and that manifesting. But you played a role in that particular story, like an actor plays a role in a movie. But there's no real power in the affirmations, which is why it fails more often than it succeeds. And the only time it does appear to succeed is when this other part of you is participating and writing a script, so to speak, like in a movie that says, let's make it look like the repetition of the affirmations is creating this result. But that isn't the intent all of the time, which is why affirmations fails more often than it succeeds as a technique. The real power, the real ability to be able to radically transform everything that's happening in your life, your business, your career, your health, your relationships, everything, is not in getting better at using a technique where power is appearing to come from here when it really doesn't, but it's shifting your focus and your efforts, in a sense, away from here, away from the surface, away from the techniques, into an awareness of, a connection to, and an alignment with this other aspect of who you really are, another aspect of your consciousness, and the true creative process that is really responsible for creating everything that you experience. It isn't the affirmations as a technique, it's this other aspect of yourself and the true creative process that's responsible for everything that you're experiencing and everything that appears to change or transform. And I have discovered a very unique path to travel to help you move from here, from the focus here, the illusion of power here, into real power here. And I invite you to check that out by looking at the link that's beneath this video. Or if there isn't one there, or you don't get redirected, go to robertscheinfeld.com, RobertScheinfeld.com, and you can get lots more information there to go deeper into what I've been talking about here, about what's really going on here and with affirmations, and how to get into the true power position, the true power seat, and in alignment with this other aspect of yourself that's really driving the bus.